Good morning, my friends. What is up? It is your friend and pal Seth. My pronouns are he and they. I want to welcome you into your morning inspiration, your morning inspiration video for the day. And if we're keeping track of the number, and guess what we are, because that's just what we do here, and it's just so freaking fun to do it. I love doing it. Yes, I do. It is day number 134 of our morning inspiration, our morning inspiration videos. I love that. 134 videos, y'all. Woo! Love it. So, in addition to it being day number 134, it is also Thursday at the time of this recording, and I like to call Thursdays Thankful Thursdays. So, with that being said, I will wish you a happy Thankful Thursday, and I will actually also ask you, what are you thankful for? What are you grateful for today? How will you cultivate an attitude of gratitude for the rest of this amazing, beautiful day? All right. And I will actually just take this opportunity to say that I am very, very grateful for you watching. And I'm also very, very grateful for life as well. So I just had to add that in there. All right. So I hope that you're doing well. You're making it the most fantastic day ever for today. And if you find that you're needing just a little bit of an extra added boost or some extra motivation, I hope this video serves to do that for you today. Helps you to feel just a little bit better, maybe 1 to 3%. Hey, yo, let's stretch it to 4 or 5%, yo. Okay. So there we go. All right. So inside of this video, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be talking about what we're going to be discussing and talking about inside of our community practice that meets this morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you draw your attention to that cute little ticker on the bottom, join our community practice Monday through Friday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So what are we going to be doing and talking about inside a group for today? So today is our Creative Expressions group. I love our Creative Expressions group. We have it every Thursday. And the topic for today is To the Sweet Moon and Beyond. I already love that. It's actually giving me a little bit of a Toy Story reference right there with To Infinity and Beyond, but To the Sweet Moon and Beyond. I love it. Anyway, so our songs for inspiration, our songs for inspiration. For today, we have Sweet Moon by Moby featuring Chocolat and The Great Beyond by REM. Two incredibly amazing, powerful songs, y'all. We got a chance to listen to them, download lyrics for them. Woo! Incredible songs for today. All right. I love it, love it, love it. So we are continuing with our circle of control exercise because it's very important to look at what we are in control of and what we're not in control of on a daily basis. So we're still going to be looking at the circle of control exercise. And I will ask you, what is one thing in your control that is inside of your control that you can take responsibility for today? Because again, we cannot always control we can't control. We can't take responsibility for what's outside of our control. So we can only take responsibility for stuff that's in our control. So what is one thing inside of your control that you can take responsibility for today? All right. So there we go. So we're going to be getting deep. The past few days inside of our community practice, we've been getting deep and we've been getting into some amazing, amazing topics. And this day is no different, y'all. All right. So one of the things we're going to be talking about today is this whole concept of building endurance and strengthening resilience with self-care. Being able to kind of focus on our self-care and recognize and do a lot of self-care every single day. What's going to happen is it's going to help us to start building up our endurance, but also strengthening our resilience. And the thing that I think that is important to note is when we do our self-care, it doesn't have to be these huge things and everything. I mean, the smallest amount of self-care, can sometimes make the biggest difference. All right. And I think that's just something to recognize. So that's one of the things we're going to be talking about today is kind of this, ways to kind of build up our endurance and strengthen our resilience with self-care and everything, on a daily basis. So I think that's something that's really, really powerful. So it's one of the things we're going to be talking about today. Another thing we're going to be talking about is this concept of not having shame in feeling and having positive emotions and also negative emotions, and I think this is something that's really, 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 really powerful because the thing is we can experience seemingly opposite emotions at the same time. And that's something that's actually completely normal. So on one side, we can have feelings that are kind of often associated with positive experiences like joy and abundance and gratitude, joy, growth, all of that. And on the other side, we can have feelings that are more associated with negative or difficult experiences like longing, loss, grief, exhaustion, all of that. And I think the thing to really realize is that we can feel both of these at the same time, and there's no shame in that. It's important to be able to kind of give ourselves permission to actually to accept, the full spectrum of our emotions without judgment. And this kind of also really harks back to with WRAP, the Wellness Recovery Action Plan, our personal Bill of Rights, which pretty much gives us these rights. Is like we have the right to be able to accept and to be able to accept the full spectrum of our emotions without judgment and everything. And I think that's something that's really really powerful and really really important. All right, so that's something else we're going to be talking about today. And another concept we're going to be talking about today, and this is something that I really really love, is this concept of we already have what we need. This is something that is really really powerful, and it's a really really powerful concept. Okay, because the thing is, we already have everything inside of us in order to be able to do anything that we want to do, pretty much. So this is pretty much kind of spreading this powerful message about our own potential, yes, but our own self-belief in our potential, meaning that we already have what's inside of us. We already have what we need to achieve our goals and live our life. Okay, it's a reminder that the necessary strength and the courage and the ability are already within us. We just need to stop waiting and start taking action. Okay, because normally what happens, and this is something that actually I really also resonate with, the biggest obstacle that we may have is not a lack of ability. Our biggest obstacle is maybe not a lack of ability, but rather a lack of belief in our abilities. Okay, let me know if you resonate with that. All right, so this concept of we already have what we have what we need inside of us, to achieve our goals and to live our life and everything. And taking that step can be scary, but the biggest obstacle again isn't a lack of ability, but rather a lack of belief in our own abilities. All right, and I think, as I said, this is something that's really really powerful. So as I said, y'all, we're going to be getting deep today, and for that reason we have two pieces of advice today from the Wellness and Life Advice document by Will and Jen. All right, so from the Wellness and Life Advice document by Will and Jen, under the heading of 8 phrases that will make you better, the two pieces of advice for today. Number 1, you aren't stuck. You are just afraid of change. And number 2, nothing changes if nothing changes. One more time. You aren't stuck. You are just afraid of change. And nothing changes if nothing changes. So I will leave you to ponder and reflect on those. All right. So that will about do it for your morning inspiration, your morning inspiration video for the day, y'all. I will say, don't quit before the miracle happens, my babies. Find ways to keep moving forward because you are amazing. You're worth it. Let's join hands and do this together. Okay. I will also say, stay positive, stay motivated, stay focused on your amazing, huge, big dreams and goals, my friends. All right. Thank you so much for watching on Morning Inspiration, your morning inspiration video for the day. And I will see you. Hey, cutie. God, you're cute. I will see you in the morning inspiration video for tomorrow.